Hey guys, today I'm going to show you mission 30 of Follow the Trident on Titan difficulty.
I told you. We should have killed Arcantos when we had the chance.
Calm yourself, worm. All is not lost.
What? How can all not be lost? All of the gates have been closed.
We have a plan, my friend.
Yes. And you get to play an important part in it.
What? What plan?
Arcantos,
Where are we?
Midgard. Our battles are not yet over.
What of the gate?
The gate is closed, but we have not stopped Gagarensis. His army is heading this way.
Tilbúin.
This pass leads to Dropsnir, an abandoned fortified mining town.
We can use the resources and fortifications there to defend ourselves. Tilbuin.
So I'm just sending my units down. You might want to attack the bears just before, just so your villagers don't get attacked. And then one thing I have been doing is, I researched hunting dogs. So, I'm just gonna kill all these aggressive animals just so I don't have to deal with them. I'm gonna need a house after it shortly, after the town center is finished. So, what I need to do... We're given a lot of time just to get ready, so... What I'm thinking is that I'm gonna go for Heroic. There's a town center down here. And then I can build that. We'll build some walls real quick. Make sure our villagers are working. Actually, I'm gonna need... So just thinking about how I want to set up my economy. So I probably want someone wood just so I can... don't have to think about that. And now I have enough on food that I can make villagers or whatever I want. And then I'll just be setting dwarves to gold. So I should be able to build an armory, and then I'll eventually just have my eco be set up for heroic. Because I'm going to constantly be sending dwarves to gold. That will be spending gold, but also getting me more gold. And then that should be good. I can get a pickaxe. Usually putting stuff on the long side of the gold line means they can fit more. They don't have to walk as much. Hunting. So, usually just getting villagers is very important if you have time. That's why I'm trying to just get a settlement fast. The second town center. And then once I have a lot of villagers, then I can I'll have a lot more income, and then eventually I'll be able to get a bigger Ragnarok. like more Ragnarok heroes. And once we have like a big rag, we can probably just push and clear the mission relatively fast, just like we do with all the other Norse missions. Okay, here I'm gonna go heroic. Go with Scotty just because Frost is safe. And Winter Harvest is good for farming. Yeah, Scott and Frost Giants are very good. So I'm not gonna close this off just so all the enemies will funnel here. Build some build. I'll make sure I have a resource for the town center. Send them there.
Hver er þar? Satt. Ég vil. Satt. Samþykkt. Satt. Veiðimaður.
One thing that you'll want to be careful of later in the game is they will put an underworld passage here. And then they'll send units through it. So I'll just scout that just to show you guys. I'll just be sending new villagers to wood. That way I have wood for eventually building more farms once the hunt is run out. And just wood for buildings. But they'll place it right here. But you can't like build on this section, so you'll need to you can build some walls sort of around the area. Just so you have like a little bit more time to react. Okay. Okay, I'm getting a bit too many dwarves. I'll stop making them. Just make more villagers. Get hand axe. Now that I'm getting a decent amount on wood. Looks like there's a hole here, so we need to close that. And we'll just build some stuff. Build a fort and a temple. And I also want a barracks or a longhouse. Send these villagers to hunt. I could even build my market over here and trade with this town center. But I don't know, I'll keep it simple, like, cause I don't want to waste too much pop with trade cards.
Make sure these passes are walled off.
I'm disturbing some army. But I don't, what I was saying about the trade cards, you don't want to waste too much pop with trade cards, because if it ends up limiting the amount of villagers you can make, then it means your Ragnarok will be weaker.
Tilbúin. Skipan. Samþykkt. Skipan. Samþykkt. Ég vil.
I'll make mythic with Baldur.
Skipan.
Hver þar? Tilbúin veiðimaður skipan.
Then I'll get plow.
Já, tilbúin.
Start building farms.
Samþykkt. Satt. Ég vil. Samþykkt. Ég vil. Samþykkt.
Já, já.
Get bow saw. Well, I don't have that many in wood now. Oh, I need more houses.
Já. Já. Ég vil.
Skipan.
Já. Ég vil. Já. Tilbúin. Samþykkt. Samþykkt. Procesje. Skipan. Samþykkt. Já. Já. Skipan. Já. Ég vil.
Tilbúin samþykkt. Hver þar? Já, tilbúin veiðimaður. Hver þar?
Skipan. Samþykkt.
Já, samþykkt. Timbursveit. Skipan. Samþykkt. Satt. Ég vil. Samþykkt.
Hver þar? Satt. Ég vil.
Já, samþykkt. Timbursveit. Tilbúin. Ég vil. Skipan. Veiðimaður. Timbursveit.
Skipan. Tilbúin.
Já, samþykkt. Ég vil. Samþykkt.
Já, skipan. Ég vil.
Look! To the east! We will offer you a chance to surrender. If you give up now, we'll grant you a quick death. Otherwise, I promise you it will be long and painful.
We surrender. Move a little closer.
So be it.
Tilbúin. Satt. Ég vil. Samþykkt. Satt.
Hver þar?
Ég vil. Já.
Hver þar? Satt. Já.
Tilbúin. Samþykkt. Já.
Timbursveit veiðimaður.
Oh, nice.
Tilbúin.
Skipan. Já. Hver þar? Tilbúin. Hver þar? Ég vil.
Já. Ég vil. Tilbúin.
Well, now you can see we have a timer for when help arrives, but that'll take me a while.
Etimus. Procesje. Hullume.
Hver þar? Ég vil.
Já. Tilbúin. Já. Timbursveit. Ég vil. Satt. Ég vil. Samþykkt.
Ég vil.
So I'm not making more, not making more army right now, just so I have the population space for villagers. I want as many as possible, while still having enough to defend. I can also get upgrades, which will be useful. Right. Mixing up my hotkeys.
Skipan. Ég vil. Já. Tilbúin. Já. Ég vil.
Skipan. Samþykkt. Já. 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 Satt.
Skipan. Hver þar? Ég vil, samþykkt.
Já, tilbúin, samþykkt. Já, hver er það? Hver er samþykkt? Hver er það? Já.
Tilbúin. Ég vil. Já, já. Tilbúin. Ég vil. Skipan. Ég vil. Já. Já. Samþykkt.
Well, I'm just getting a bunch of random upgrades. You can see that I have so many resources because of how many villagers I have.
Ég vil. Hver er það? Já.
But usually it's fine to sort of have a lot of villagers because usually you're spending a lot. Well, in a real game, you're usually spending a lot to like make army. Like you'd probably be producing from a lot of buildings.
Já. Samþykkt. Skipan. Tilbúin.
Actually, delete a couple units just to have a bit more population space. Okay, here's the underworld.
Tilbúin. Samþykkt. Ég samþykkt.
Gereg.
Já. Skipan. Ég vil. Samþykkt.
Just bring some of those units there. They have some myth units I'll probably need.
Skipan. Ég vil. Til forustuslag. Tilbúin. Vækið fram.
Já. Já, 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 ég vil. Tilbúin.
Tilbúin. Skipan. Tilbúin. Tilbúin. Já. Hver er það? Gróðsveit.
Hver er það? Tilbúin, satt.
I'll need a few units to stay behind and actually destroy the underworld path. Oh, there's even more units. I'll actually just use my frost here. You don't need to be saving it.
Vækið fram.
Well, I have enough villagers. I'll just Ragnarok. This is I have 96. And just use these to kill everything. Because your villagers only cost 1 pop, then you can basically overload when you rag. So you can see I'm at 322 population space out of 163. And that's just that's why I was sort of deleting my army, even though, because for one army unit, if you delete that and you have 3 villagers instead, then when you rag, you'll have basically 3 times the army. And then I'm just gonna be pushing up with this Ragnarok, killing all these units. Actually get some more upgrades. Like, don't forget to queue up villagers. Usually if you ever rag, you just want to queue them up so you don't forget, so that as soon as you like go under the cap, then you'll start making villagers again. And generally you also want to stop making military production once you've ragged.
Skip til orrustuslag. Já, samþykkt. Já. Já, hver er það? Hver er það? Já, samþykkt. Til orrustuslag. Hver er við tilbúin? Skip. Já. Já. Hver er já. Skipan.
So you can't win this mission early, like by pushing up to the spot, because it'll be protected by rocks. And Gargarensis won't spawn, but so we're just gonna push up and sort of just defend this area until an hour has passed. Alright, I'm sorry, the timer's passed. And then something extra you can do earlier in the game is like go here and build a dock, and you can get these fish. And also get some fish here. But it just adds like unnecessary complexity. So you can build some defensive structures here just to help. Build town centers for extra plot space. That way you'll start making villagers sooner, and you can make villagers from more town centers. I'm like giving tips that would like work for a real game. You don't really need to do any of this on this mission. As long as you're just don't push here, otherwise you're gonna lose way too many units. It is possible if you do it correctly, but there's no reason to. It's really rainy outside. I don't know if you guys can hear that. It's pouring. Yeah, I'll just sit here, build even more towers. Oh, you should use your healing spring here to heal up the weak ones, so you don't lose as many units. Also, like, you can do some high-level micro. Sort of run back with the ones that the archers are targeting, garrison them in a tower, and then the archers will change who they're targeting. But okay, I have enough stuff here that back up.
A hero has fallen.
I don't really need these. I guess I should show you where Gargarensis would spawn. You can see these rock walls, they block you out. Ooh, my power just went out, but okay. We're still going. Continue building. But yeah, he'll spawn here. So, but these will only disappear once the timer is over. Some relics. You like those?
Já.
Já.
Tilbúin.
Já. Já.
Skip til orðuslag. Skip, já. Aðrás, já, já, aðrás. Tilbúin. Ég vil. Til orðuslag.
I guess I'll scout the rest of the map, just so you guys can see it.
Já, já, aðrás.
Já.
Hver þar? Já.
Já. Tilbúin. Samvikt. Tilbúin. Samvikt.
Hver þar? Ég vil. Satt. Já. Ég vil. Satt. Já. Samþykkt. Já. Til orrustuslag. Skipan.
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 I think they used pestilence, I guess.
Til satt.
There's a mountain giant over here, I think.
Samþykkt. Samþykkt. Ég vil.
Já.
Til orrustuslag.
There's fish here. Alright, I already scouted that.
Tilbúin. Tilbúin. Skip. Já. Já. Ég vil. Já. Samþykkt. Samþykkt. Ég vil. Já. Já. Samþykkt. Samþykkt. Ég vil. Samþykkt. Já. Samþykkt. Já. Samþykkt. Skip. Tilbúin. Samþykkt. Hver þar? Satt. Já. Skip. Samþykkt. Já. Skipan. Samþykkt. Samþykkt. Skipan. Satt. Skip. Já.
Also fish here.
Til. Já.
Well, not that you could get this early in the game.
Ég vil. Hver þar? Já. Já. Samþykkt.
Yeah, I think that's the entire map.
Ég vil.
I think there's some boars over here. I didn't scout. There are some boars.
Tilbúin.
Some boars here as well. Okay, they're dead
Já.
now.
Já. Já. Hver þar? Hver þar?
Já.
Já. Samvikt. Samvikt. Ég vil.
Já. Já. Satt. Samþykkt. Ég vil. Hver þar? Satt. Satt. Ég vil. Hver þar? Samþykkt. Já.
Já. Já. Já. Skipan.
For some reason, only Brock and Eitri just randomly attack these walls.
Tilbúin.
Like no other unit just automatically attacks them. It's kind of weird.
Skipan. Já. 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 Samvikt.
Hver samþykkt? Já. Satt. Til. Satt. Satt. Já. Ég vil.
Tilbúin.
I think I've basically gotten all the upgrades. That's kind of insane. Well, actually not really. I've missed a lot of these. And yeah.
Tilbúin. Skipan. Já. Skipan. Skipan. Samvikt. Tilbúin. Tilbúin.
Já.
Yeah, but there's no real reason to like push up all the way here. You can do just as well just sitting here and defending. It's just, I don't know, it's more interesting this way, I guess.
Tilbúin. Já.
Tilbúin.
Já. Ég vil. Ég vil.
Já. Skip. Hver þar?
Oh, it's only 150. I don't know why I thought it was 250. Oops.
Til ég vil. Hver það?
I guess you could be collecting gold with Brock Nietzsche at home. And then just queue up a bunch of fire giants. Well, you probably build a temple here. And queue up a bunch of fire giants. In case you start losing your army. That could be helpful. Since like I was basically at the max favor for every fight. Even though they usually give me so much favor.
Odysseus is coming.
Já,
He will be here soon with a great army. Odysseus? By the gods, I will be glad to see him.
Skipi. Já, skipan. Samtidig orustuslag. Tilbúin. Já, satt. Ég vil. Tilbúin. Satt. Tilbúin. Tilbúin.
These stats, so strong. Like Ragnarok is probably one of the strongest god powers in the game because it by itself it makes strategies like possible. But if you stripped it from Norse, they'd probably be underpowered, so wouldn't want to do that.
Hver það? Já.
How do I get villagers?
Já. Hver þar? Skipan.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's a bunch of boar here.
Skipan. Satt. 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 Já. 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 Satt. Ég vil. Ég vil. Satt. Something. Já. Something.
One thing I haven't tried is if you can just like put a unit here, just all S it, and then maybe they just can't place the underworld. But it might just be placed over the unit, so I don't know. I mean, that's what I imagine what would happen. I guess you can try.
I couldn't let you have all the glory.
Okay.
Now we'll take this battle to the Cyclops for the final time.
Now you can go here. See that rock walls disappear. Now we battle our way to Gargarensis. Quite a strong hero, but yeah.
I'm glad you changed your mind.
I was almost home. Then I dreamt of my city in ruin and Athena spoke to me.
I know the dream. How did you find us?
Well, the horrible roar and the blinding flash of light were helpful.
That was the end of this one's dream. And with that finished, I think we should find some ships. Home beckons.
A fine idea.
Ajax.
You're sure you don't want to take him back to Atlantis? Put him in a cage somewhere?
No. He'll never set foot in my homeland.
This is for Chiron.
Thanks for watching. That's mission 30. Power's still out, but hopefully it comes back. Thanks for watching.